For at TV, the world is thinking.
People not unlike us are figuring out the future of television. Wrong. What's happening is that a million people uploading their own videos is collectively figuring out the future of television. Everyone says YouTube, but isn't it full of crap? And the answer is yes, and that's what makes it so great. Because your crap is not my crap. And
no, but it's all still crap.
Well, but the way nature approaches evolution is that, like, we're going to try everything. We are going to the dandelion seeds will float everywhere. Almost all of them will land on the sidewalk and die, but maybe one of them might find this new place. Mammals are very unusual. We as mammals are unique in that we have few offspring, so we treasure our offspring. You've got 4 kids, I've got 5 kids.
I treasure them most of the time.
Treasure them most of the time. But by and large, I'm trying to ensure they reach adulthood. A tuna will lay 3 million eggs. By and large, it does not ensure that its children reach adulthood, and by and large, most of them don't. What you're doing is in economic terms, you're fully exploring the potential space. By throwing a lot of crap at the wall, by throwing a lot of crap at YouTube, every video that can be made will be made. Every videographer who can make a video will be made, and we may discover that the future of television is not Raymond, but instead Lonely Girl 15 or soldering videos.
Or instead,
or all of the above.
Or we watch Susan Boyle sing "I Dreamed a Dream" 2 million times.
You got a problem with that?
No, it was a lovely song, but that's the future of television.
Well, there is no one future of television. Here's the dirty secret, right? We're not all alike. When I was a kid, when I came home from school, and you're the same age as me, so you know what I'm talking about. You came home from school. There were 4 channels, right? And there was only one show appropriate. It was Gilligan's Island.
Oh, see, I got McHale's Navy, actually.
Okay, L.A.
Yeah.
So I watched Gilligan's Island, and had you looked at the Nielsen statistics of 1977, you would have said that it turns out that 14-year-old boys love Gilligan's Island. It is the #1 show with 14-year-old boys. It's exactly, we have found the perfect show. Well, turns out that if you only give people one show to watch, they'll watch that show. What we wanted to do was watch television. We didn't necessarily want to watch it. Some of us wanted to watch Gilligan's Island, but had we been given the internet, maybe we wouldn't have been watching Gilligan's Island. Well, that's what's happening. In the book, I tell a story of my wife is a very tough mom, and she allows the children 2 hours of screen time a weekend. We said, you can have Star Wars, 2 hours of Star Wars. You can watch Star Wars as George Lucas only dreamed it, upscaling DVD on the projector, surround sound. We're going to make you popcorn. Any one of the 5, any one of the 6. Or you can go on YouTube and watch Star Wars stop-action animations made by 7-year-olds with Lego figures. And they're like, YouTube! They had no interest in Star Wars as George Lucas imagined it. What they wanted to do was watch what you and I would consider crap. And by the way, Star Wars stop-motion animations made by 7-year-olds are really crap. I mean, they put their fingers in the screen. The voice acting, but it's relevant. It's what they want. As a matter of fact, they started watching Star Wars. They actually even aren't that interested in Star Wars. What they wanted to watch was toy soldier animations made by 7-year-olds. So by any normal definition of quality, it's crap, and yet that's exactly what they want. We never knew it. No committee, no boardroom, no team ever realized that the perfect television for 7-year-olds was television made by other 7-year-olds.
And it all happens because of this abundance, which lets us get to free.
Because we let 7-year-olds waste storage, bandwidth, and processing, we discover the future of television.
You saw Malcolm Gladwell on his interview, his review in the New Yorker.
You reviewed it.
He makes the example of YouTube and Google, and how they're just giving away this bandwidth, and that's great. But with 75 bajillion people uploading things, close enough to be free still adds up to real money.
I believe he suggested that YouTube would qualify for TARP funds.
Yes.
He's a very good writer. He's a smart guy. Completely wrong.
I'm shocked.
My colleague, by the way, I need to disclose this. New Yorker is my sister publication. Condé Nast. He's my colleague. I have huge respect. I wish someday I could be the kind of writer he is. But he knows nothing about YouTube. I was at Google last week. Let us count the errors. First of all, nobody knows how much YouTube. YouTube, by the way, is a subsidiary of Google, for those of you who don't know. Nobody knows how much YouTube loses. It does lose money. I'll get to that in a minute. But it does lose money. But these speculation about the hundreds of billions of dollars. Google, this is a little wonky, but indulge me. Google doesn't buy bandwidth retail. They buy dark fiber. You know, Google owns a good fraction of the internet. They're not paying Comcast, their ISP. Google has server farms that make, like, the River Rouge plant look small. We don't understand the scale at which they work. Their costs are nothing like what Malcolm said. He's off by like an order of magnitude. Second point, Google makes money from YouTube. YouTube doesn't have to make money. Google makes money from YouTube because what Google has like 300 services, of which maybe 290 are free. What Google wants you to do is exactly as you said at the beginning. What Google wants you to do is to use the internet. And the more you use the internet, the more you will leave traces of information. Your actions let Google make more money by selling ads. The attachment to the Google network will ultimately benefit Google. And whether it's that you switch from YouTube to one of the other services they monetize, or whether the information between the videos you upload and the videos you watch allow Google to create smarter businesses elsewhere, they will extract money. In economics, this is called a complement. You give away the mustard for free to make the hot dog more attractive. No one says that mustard sachets qualify for TARP funds because they understand it's a bigger business here. It's the hot dog business. Last point. YouTube is 5 years old. YouTube has acquired a network television-sized audience. Never in human history, or never in the history of advertising, same thing really, have advertisers not found a way to follow the herd, to follow the audience. When we invented the car, advertisers very quickly invented the billboard. As we moved to television, advertisers quickly understood that that maybe that static picture could be a moving picture. It took them a little while to get that static picture to move. We will, as the audience has moved to YouTube, we will find a way to move to video advertising to YouTube as well. The reason that we can't just take television advertising and put it on YouTube is because television advertising is mass to mass. Coke ad against American Idol. Okay. What do you put against a cat video? What do you put against my favorite soldering tutorial? Coke ad against soldering tutorial, not such a good fit. How do we make video ads that are as granular as YouTube is? It'll take us a while. We'll get there.